Hey guys, Lava Witch here. So I'm just doing a quick video. I've decided this is kind of like a diary thing that I do when I'm feeling like it. So tonight, the moon is in Aquarius, I believe. Not Capricorn, I'm pretty sure. Yes, Aquarius. And I remember because I was talking with my sister earlier, and her moon sign is Aquarius. So she's a Gemini though. So basically I've been doing my little before a tarot reading or before a chant or something that I do. So I've been taking videos before to kind of just show how I set it up and stuff. And yeah, so I'll just get started. Like I said, it's the moon in Aquarius. I think it is no, not the last quarter moon. I'm having trouble remembering what stage it's at. I have my thing open, but on my phone, because I was trying to take videos with my tablet because it's a way better camera. But I have to figure something out because it's a Kindle Fire 8, and basically, for some reason, the YouTube app, I do not see where I can actually upload a video, but I can do that on my iPhone. So I'm having trouble actually. Well, I guess I could send the video from my email to my email and then open it, or take a video with my tablet, send it in an email to my phone so that I can upload it. But anyways, I'll do that next time. So just because the camera is just so much better, but bear with me here. I'm also getting a new phone, so stop the camera. See my pink finger. I'm also getting a new phone, so that should be. Oh, I just made it worse. Sorry, guys. It's like, oh, nice video. Yeah, I'm also getting a new phone because I'm due for an upgrade, so I should be able to just take better videos in general. Tonight, one of the incense that you could use was sandalwood, even if you have like essential oil or something. I do have some really good essential oils, except I don't have a pure sandalwood one. I've got a couple that have one or two that have sandalwood just in it, so I didn't want the other scents to kind of overpower what the moon in Aquarius is asking for with the intention, which is it was sandalwood, which I have a sandalwood candle, but it said a white candle, which this candle's white and blue, but it will eventually be blue at one point. You can see it's turning blue on the inside, but it's technically still white. So I lit this one. I had the first time I think I made this, I put rosemary in it, and when I first dressed this candle, and some garnet, which is like purple, which I actually have some here because it's a lot more fine than like some other crystals. Like a lot grainier. You don't really get much shards. It's like, unless you buy a full piece of garnet. So garnet's like just very like sandy almost, opposed to like actual chunks like rock quartz, for example, or clear quartz. So, oh, my fingernails. So, yeah, I first dressed it with rosemary and some purple garnet. If you can see it kind of sitting in there a little bit, because I was like, oh, I've still got some garnet in there. And some of it fused to like the sides and stuff, so I thought that was kind of neat and pretty. Even though tonight wasn't asking for garnet, that was another night I used it. So tonight I put in some rock quartz. I was going to use aventurine. Sometimes I do use both too, but I like to kind of just feel the energies of, one crystal and kind of work with that and not get too overloaded, because I do have certain candles and stuff that my everything candle, for example, but I like to just focus on a few things and a few scents. So I've got a jasmine, it said sandalwood or jasmine, so I've got a jasmine incense stick and I've really been feeling the jasmine tonight. This is literally the third stick I lit. I'm probably going to put this one out, but I've been cleansing my cards on my table, on my altar. I'm probably going to leave them there tonight. I usually keep them near where I sleep, but sometimes I like to leave it on my altar, leave my deck that I'm using on my altar, just to kind of like, you know, let it, the energies and stuff from the cards and the altar, and kind of interchanging with each other. So I've got the white candle, the rock quartz, if you can kind of see, and I also added some silver sparkles because I like the silver sparkles with the white candle. Lots of different sparkles look nice, but I really like the silver. I was really feeling it, so I put some silver sparkles. So there was already rosemary, some garnet, and then tonight you can't really see it, but there's a few chunks that looks like salt at the bottom, because the candles really love the rock quartz. It's just like, it almost just kind of doesn't really melt, but it almost seems like it does, but they don't disappear. Something that you have to be careful with is if you're at any point, sometimes some people pour the wax out if their candle's about to overflow or like whatever. If you have crystals in your candle, in your wax, and you dump it, you have to be really careful because yeah, you'll basically dump out your crystals. You want them to be able to melt into the candle when you blow out the flame. So you just have to be careful, because I learned the hard way. I was picking out crystals of like carnelian out of like the waste bin, and I was just like, oh god, I can't do this. So it's okay, like I'm kind of a newbie. It's been like not even a year, so accidents happen, right? Just don't want to waste all your crystals. So yeah, just make sure you're not throwing out any crystals if you have to dump wax or anything. So that is my candle little tutorial for tonight, Moon in Aquarius. So you could kind of write these things down if you want, because just remember, it doesn't have to be just tonight. Anytime the moon is in Aquarius, you know that you can light a white candle, some jasmine or sandalwood. I've got jasmine, and basically you can use rock quartz, which clear quartz and white candle is obviously universal kind of things. And sometimes I just leave the bottle because I still feel like that's kind of, you know, the energies are still around because it's in the bottle. If you want to keep them safe and stuff. I don't have much rock quartz, so I don't want to, like, you know, dump this out somewhere and then just kind of like lose it. So I took a couple of the bigger ones, and I have some just chilling here because I was feeling that tonight. And so I've got some crystals charging there. I definitely will be getting in the future some bigger, like just full stones, but I was really liking the shards. Not everybody in the reviews where I got these, they're from Shanghai, precious gems, but I got them on Amazon. But they're really good precious gems, and most of the reviews were good because if you really check it out, you know that they come in small bottles and stuff, and some people were disappointed thinking that they weren't going to be so small, but other people said they were perfect. So like, you kind of just really have to make sure you are really looking at certain sizes and what you're actually getting before you order. Check reviews really good, and I was satisfied. Like, I didn't have any broken bottles like other people had, and it came with 9 at random, which some people didn't like that either, because I think, I don't know if these were older reviews or if they've tweaked things or whatever, but I'll leave a link sometime to where I got my gems, but my crystals. So I'm just not sure if, because before I saw a couple people say that they got 3 of it because it's at random, and it's almost like they just give kind of what's more available and stuff, but some people got really lucky. Others were a little upset because they got maybe 2 of the same thing or even 3 of the same thing, and I was really hoping that didn't happen to me, and it didn't. I got 1 of each out of the 9, and I'm pretty sure they've got 12 to choose from. Well, you can't choose, but it's 12. So it's 12 really popular precious gems, and they just kind of give you 9 at random. Not everybody likes that. So if you really want specific gems of specific ones, so say you just really just need pink quartz or emerald or just something like that, you would have to manually find that without just, so I was just kind of like, kind of wanting to experiment with different gems. I was just starting out, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna order this. It was a good price, and it came with adventurine, greenish blue like aqua. It's really pretty. I'll show a video with it, the crystals I got. Adventurine, clear quartz or rock quartz, pink quartz, really pretty pink. The garnet that I showed you, carnelian, sodalite, which I haven't actually used yet, and I'm excited to use that. Tiger's eye, I was really excited to get that. And yeah, a few more. Anyways, you get it. Just some really popular, really ones that are basically some of the top. I know there's not there's tons of different gems, but you get it. Like pink quartz and rock quartz are two really just kind of popular ones when it's working with crystals and stuff. But there's definitely lots of other crystals I haven't like really tried or even know about, so it's going to be a fun journey. So I'll do lots of reviews on stuff that I've tried. I definitely feel the energies from it when I use crystals, and yeah, it just makes candle magic a lot of fun and everything. I don't want to get into the habit of having to use gems every time I light a candle, but I've been really liking it because it's a new thing I've been doing. So pretty much every time I do one of these type things, I'm always using my gems because they're there and that's what they're there for. So got my tarot cards chilling. I put my fresh water there in my china cup for water. We've got our air, our fire. We have our earth over here with our earthy stuff. Some salt. That's banishing, some paper for some banishing that I'm going to do at some point. So, yeah, I guess I'll wrap up this video. Oh yeah, one last thing is for the tarot cards, I was saying that if you guys do tarots, a good way to, you probably already know this if you're more advanced or like just have already read, but a good way to cleanse your cards is you can a few pieces at once or grab the whole deck. I usually just grab the whole deck, but basically you see you just pass them through the smoke. It's a really effective way of cleansing them. People say even, I've heard you can pass them through fire smoke as well, but you want to be careful not to burn your cards. So I like doing it with the incense. So also too, you can, as long as you don't leave them wet or anything. This is moon water that I made new moon water, brand new. I had some other stuff and this stuff's just newer. So I charged this with the whole cycle of the full moon. So, because it was a full moon for 2 or 3 nights in February or March, I can't remember which one. I think it was last month. But, anyways, whoops, whoa, don't want to do that. My jam jar. So yeah, I could almost feel the energies in this. So I'll sprinkle a little bit of this on my cards actually, and then dry them off quick with one of my cloths that I use. So it's a good way of cleansing them also too with water. So you can basically, or sprinkle some of your earth elements on there, green tea, like anything that is like, you can use different elements, play around with cleansing your cards. It's just really cool. So, and then some people will cleanse them immediately after, some not. I don't necessarily, unless I feel like it was just a really maybe not good reading. It hasn't happened to me yet, but I'm sure it's just about reading your energies and stuff. So I usually just put my cards away and after a reading, and then I actually do the cleansing when I'm either just kind of, when I have an incense lit, or when I know I'm going to do a reading again soon. I'll be like, hey, I'm going to cleanse my cards. I also leave them sitting in the daytime in the windowsill, or overnight in the moon, just like moon water. And it's just all really good ways to connect your cards with nature and cleansing and just getting rid of any energies, or also bringing in good positive energies into your cards. So just play around with it, and you'll see what's right for you. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. And yeah, I hope you guys all have a happy moon in Aquarius. Right now it's about basically taking chances and taking risks and making those big decisions, or not necessarily, it's not really the last quarter moon, so it's not really like banishing or like getting rid of or releasing. It's more or less about affirmation and making those decisions. So that's the time to do that right now. It's got some similarities with kind of banishing, but because you could put a stop to what's no longer good for you or something, but it's basically more or less being more for decision making, like I said, and I don't want to use too many words because that would just go with other things, and Aquarius was, I don't want to say communication, that would be more Sagittarius. Anyways, you get it. Those of you that are Aquariuses, or if you know better like than what I'm saying right now, but you get kind of what I'm getting at. It's about basically just going for it, more or less. Instead of basically just manifesting, it's actually going and doing it. So yeah, moon in Aquarius, you're swimming along through the life of water, the shallow streams, the deep rivers and oceans, and you're just gonna find your way through that journey. So I hope you guys all have a great and safe rest of your week. Unless I upload other videos before soon. I'm starting a new placement soon, and yes, happy soon to be spring. And I will be making another video soon, opening my Wheel of Hecate, and with the snake chain, and actually a handmade leather Book of Shadows that I'm going to share with you guys. So that will be fun, and it'll be like a little witch unboxing. So like this video, comment, anything. Sorry, I didn't mean to like let the video drag out so long. I'm just kind of sharing my experience of my Wiccan journey and my healing and spiritual stuff. So yeah, have a great night and good night.